What's good, YouTube? It's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be talking about vocal production, or a little bit of vocal production, specifically on a plugin by Antares called Auto-EFX. If you have been using Logic's built-in pitch correction plugin and you're getting tired of it, you're not quite getting the sounds that you want from it, then it may be time to upgrade to something like Auto-EFX. Stay tuned to the end of the video as I will be announcing something cool, so you may want to watch to the end. But if you are tired of the Apple pitch correction plugin and it's not getting what you're going for, then maybe it is time to update to a plugin like this that is really built around that auto-tune sound, focused on it. I mean, a lot of rappers today use this: Lil Uzi Vert, Juice WRLD, Lil Wayne, Future. Actually, it'd be hard pressed to find someone who doesn't use some sort of auto-tune on their vocals in today's production. It just goes hand in hand. And Gunna, Lil Baby, they all use autotune, and you could hear it on top of their voice. I mean, no one's voice sounds that that sound, but they're using something like this. And Antares Auto-EFX is a really easy plugin to use, and we're gonna jump right into it. So when you open up the plugin, it's fairly straightforward to use. You're gonna want to start off with your input type over here. So you're gonna decide if your vocal is a soprano, alto, or tenor. A low male, if your voice is really low, you might want to use that one, or if you're using an instrument. Next, you're going to select the key that your song is recorded in. So this is pretty straightforward. Just enter in the key of your song and you're good to go. Next, if you want auto formant to be on, just select that on. I always just leave that on. And this is your mix knob right over here between the effects that it's creating and your dry vocals. In the middle section over here is pretty much the bread and butter to shape your sound. Over here you got your retune speed. So this basically acts as how fast your sound is going to be repitched to the appropriate note value. And if you do it all the way to the right, it will be extremely affected, and all the way to the left will be less affected. And of course, your humanize, if you have sustained notes or anything like that, you're going to want to bring this up so that it doesn't sort of like cause some jitter in your vocals. It just makes it more human, if you will, hence the term humanize. In the middle over here, you're going to see your note value and what your vocal is being pitch shifted to. And then down over here is where the effects part of this plugin comes into play, and it's Auto-EFX. And you got a bunch of presets and pretty much sounds that was developed by really high producers, Mike Dean, Richard Vine, and they created presets for this plugin specifically. And you can we're going to go through a couple of those to show you what sounds good and what sounds cool. But and that's pretty much it. And then down here you got your scale, and of course you can click whichever note that you want to be a part of your scale, and you can create custom scales like that. All right, so next what we're gonna do right here is I'm gonna take you through a couple of different scenarios. One of them being if you have a really bad vocalist, and you can just throw on Auto-EFX and get that vocal auto-tune very quickly. Right here I recorded myself singing something really bad, so I do apologize in advance. I forced myself to sing bad. I am a bad singer, but this is just like extra bad. But here's how it sounds like, and then we're going to quickly auto-tune it, and you're going to hear that auto-tune, classic auto-tune T-Pain effect. I'm gonna make my voice auto-tune. All right, so there, it's completely horrible. We're gonna turn on the Auto-EFX plugin. We're gonna put our retune speed all the way to the top, because for this vocal, there's really not much saving it, rather than just applying sort of like a T-Pain effect. And this is what we get. Let's go ahead and actually select a scale. We're gonna put our key to, let's do like an F minor here. All right, so here's how it sounds like now. I'm gonna make my voice auto-tune. So as you can see, it fixed that up. It sounds more like a T-Pain sound. I'm gonna make my voice auto-tune. And it just fixed that voice up. And then what you'd want to typically do for like a T-Pain style crazy auto-tune effect, you'd probably want to cut out some of the lows. I'm gonna make. You're probably going to want to boost a little bit of the highs.
I'm gonna make my.
And then you're probably going to want to add in some reverb just to fill that out.
I'm gonna make my voice.
And then you're pretty much good to go. So that's one case scenario. If your vocalist is a really bad singer like me, and you want to fix that, and just make it just a straight up auto-tune effect, and you are good to go. Now, if you're looking for like that Kanye West really distorted sound vocal, there's a preset within Auto-EFX Plus. There's actually a preset for everything here, a sound sort of idea that you want. There's a preset for that already done for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring in Auto-EFX right here. And this is my vocal that I recorded for this section, or for this scenario. So Kanye West, he likes to kind of puts these harmonies in. All right, so autotune is already on there. I was probably way off with my singing as well. As you can hear, let's stop that there. Let's go put that to a key. Let's do like a G minor. And then if you go over to the Mike Dean preset patch, and there's a bunch of cool patches here. You can kind of get that filter sound. Get a doubler effect. Get a really like vibrato-y effect. But the one I'm looking for here is the distortion doubler. And this gives you that Kanye West effect where he applies like his vocal through like an amp or distortion unit. And it's literally that sound. So I'm sure you heard that type of Kanye effect in a lot of his music. And within Auto-EFX, you actually have that preset. Just click that and you are good to go. Set your key, and that's that. For this, actually, I'm going to set my voice to an alto tenor. I don't think my voice is a soprano, really. And the last scenario that I want to take you through is something like Skrillex or an EDM producer. What they might do with a sustained vocal is take a bit of that sort of tail of that vocal or sustained note and turn it into a melody of some sort. So within EFX right here, you have in the middle section over here, it says play pattern. If I go ahead and so in the middle of the plugin over here, if we go from Auto-EFX to Auto Motion, you're going to get that melody pattern that I'm talking about. Let's just go ahead and just solo this out over here. And I can momentarily play it and sort of automate me playing that pattern. So right there, I could automate that and have that pattern, or I can pretty much essentially just set it to auto and play that pattern automatically. And it could create a melody for you using that pattern, that pre-built pattern. Now over here, I should have showed you guys beforehand, this is just a sustained sort of note. Now this will work with a vowel or any sound, sort of a quick sound from a vocal. You can kind of put this auto motion on that. So let's go ahead and bring this back in. And there's a couple cool presets here that we can go through. But one that I actually used on a track last week when I was playing around with this was, where was it here? Is arpeggio down. This is a really cool one. And I used that to kind of build up a track. And it's really cool that you can kind of just cycle through patterns. And you kind of make your own sounds out of that one sustained note. And what you can do here, if you want to change the tempo, you can. But what I like to do, I just like to host it, sync it to my host, which is 120 beats per minute. So I know it's always going to be locked to my tempo. Just a pretty cool thing to play around with if you wanted to. Now, of course, the effects will work with that pattern as well. So if I go to Auto-EFX, let's go to the Mike Dean section, and let's bring in, let's do like a high vocals. And you'll get that auto effects with the auto motion as well. And you kind of create new sounds like that out of vocals alone, which is really cool. It's not just for that auto-tune effect sound or throwing auto-tune on your vocals. You can also take a piece of your vocals and turn it into a really cool melody pattern as well. So that is auto-tune effects in a nutshell. If you do have a question on this, you can ask me in the comment section below. Now, Antares was nice enough to give me a copy of auto-tune effects to give to one of you. So if you do want to win auto-tune effects and put auto-tune into your productions, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, thumbs up this video, and leave a comment in the comment section below this video. Doesn't have to be anything special, just comment and you'll be enrolled into the contest to win Antares Auto-Tune effects. I will be posting the winner over on my Instagram page at I'm a Music Mogul in about, let's say, a week's time. It should give enough time for people to enter into the contest. So 1 week today, the winner will be announced over on my Instagram page at I'm a Music Mogul. So be sure to follow me over there. And I only have one copy to give away, but if you did not win by chance and you want to purchase this or want more info on this plugin, I will place a link in the description box below this video and you can learn all about it. It is part of the Auto-Tune family, so there are other plugins that you can look at, but this one is a pretty much well-rounded Auto-Tune plugin that can really help you out with your vocal productions. So that's it for me, guys. If you did like this video, remember to thumbs up and share it. Remember to leave a comment in the comment section below if you do want a chance to win Auto-Tune effects. That's it for me, guys. Hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll talk to y'all soon. Later. Peace.